Alright, welcome back. My name is Jensen. This is Jensen M. In today's video, and the video you are watching now, I just wanted to explain the video a bit. So we went out in the high country and I got a lot of awesome shots and I got a lot of footage. We're talking about 2-3 hours worth of footage. And a lot of it was from the GoPro up on the car. So this video is going to be more of a journey following the what we saw and what the car saw. It's not going to be heavily, packed with heaps of action or anything like that. It's just more going to be sit back, relax, grab something cold to drink or warm. It's winter, starting to winter here. But yeah, sit back, grab something, get relaxed, and just follow the adventures of this cool weekend out in the high country. With that, get ready for the video. Cheers. So welcome back to the channel. My name's Jensen, this is Jensen M. In this episode we are out full driving again near Licola. It's one of our favourite spots and it's just, the scenery there is awesome. This trip for me is a little bit special because it is my first full driving trip on my L's. So I've got to drive here, hopefully I get to do a fair bit of wheeling. Of course I'll share it with my dad because that's what everybody has to do. But we're back out in the high country. We're getting stuff done. We're going to go do some wheeling. We're going to do the Caledonia track and I think Dingo track. And yeah, see what it's like. We've got a little bit of drizzle, so it might be a bit slippery in some spots, but we're out wheeling. We can't get better than this. So we are back in the bush in the beautiful region of Licola. Licola is in the Victorian High Country, sort of near Glen Maggie, out of Morwell. So what I didn't specify earlier is in Australia, and this is more for my overseas viewers because I've got a few, in Australia we have something called L's, which is a learn and driver basically. So you have this yellow plate, which I didn't bring with me, down to the river. I'll show you on the car, you'll probably see it at some point. You have this yellow plate that goes on, you have to do 120 hours tops from 16 to 18, and then you get your P plates and on. I don't know what it is in other countries. I know in Germany you can probably just drive straight away. But we're out here, I'm wheeling. I think I'm going to let Dad drive first maybe. Because you got to share. But yeah, we're back out. Had this lovely spot next to the river. It's pretty good. Got to sleep with that noise the whole night, which if you've never slept next to a river, I can tell you it is one of the nicest sounds you can ever fall asleep to. But we're back out in the middle of nowhere, gonna send some tracks today. Have no clue where we're going. It'll be good, it'll be good. Right, so it was a long day on the tracks. Sadly, all tracks, so there was Dingo Hill track and Caledonia track had just been graded. We actually saw the grader, and of course after we saw the grader they were then a little bit harder to drive, but unfortunately the tracks that we were looking forward to being a bit harder were graded. So it was sort of a bit of a breeze. So then we went on through that Caledonia track, came up out, you would have seen this little like rally sort of section that was all nicely graded and flat, and then across to King Billy track. Now King Billy track is an interesting one. It's not a hard track in any sense, but it is sort of like, there's a folk story of the high country that exists called the Button Man. So basically with all high country murders and stuff like that, the Button Man has been sort of thought to be the murderer, but he's an expert bushman around 70 years of age who lives around the high country, and you know, goes up to the high country for weeks at a time, camps illegally off the King Billy track, which is where we were staying. So we camped off the King Billy track and camped 50 metres from us probably. There's an old fella about 70 years of age, camped illegally. Now the Button Man, the reason he's called the Button Man is because he collects deer antlers and then cuts them down and then stretches out his earlobes, and our mate that we met had stretched earlobes. So it's quite possible that we met the Button Man. Everything that we've read about him is the exact, and when I say exact, I mean exact description of him. We didn't get any photos or videos of him. It was a lovely guy, to be honest with you. There were a few awkward things with him, like he showed up unannounced, or at least I wasn't there when he showed up, but yeah, it was very vague in everything we asked of him. Wanted to know a lot about us though. But yeah, just something, if you're going up around King Billy, there might be an old man out there that might be a bit strange, but I don't think they'll do you. He didn't do us harm, apart from the fact we were large groups and numbers, but that's something cool. I think we met the Button Man. So anyways, good day out wheeling, and tomorrow should be even better. Also, another thing I would like to note is most of the driving, off-road driving that was being done was done by my dad. I just wasn't feeling, I didn't feel very good the whole weekend. I'd been sick the whole week prior, and then yeah, just didn't sleep 100%, so I didn't feel very well, and I still don't feel very well now, but I didn't feel very good, so my dad did most of the driving. I still got to drive to and from and did some wheeling, but yeah, just wasn't feeling up to it. So if you want to come in on the driving, it was my dad, not me. What an absolute world we live in. Like, you got the massive mountains over there, more mountains over there, and you got this high plain little section, and nobody apart from our group. Nobody. Oh my god. So anyways, we stayed in right near the entrance of Bluff Track, I think it's called, which is where we were. And then the hill shot you would have seen, it was just King Bluff Hill, I'm pretty sure. Good night. Just intense, got a little bit wet. Had old mates staying across from us, which was kind of funny. That car I think's done a sway bar link or something, which is why they're shaking it like they are. Mav's going fine, just getting a bit hot every now and then on the uphill. We did a coolant flush on it, so without that it would be boiling every second. But yeah, going good. No dramas at all. Happy days. I love this. This is awesome.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad,
yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed.
come through Stirling, Craig's Hut, all that stuff. You've probably seen it in a video before. It's an absolutely wonderful area. But one main thing with this car, and this is a Ford Maverick TD42, of course you would have, as most people would know, these cars get hot. And this one definitely gets hot. Now, we just did a coolant flush and new coolant. It was the Nulon Red, the heavy duty diesel one. It runs a lot cooler on the highway and everything, but when you go off-road, the second you go up a hill, all you see it'll do is just go up like that. And you know, there were a few times we had to pull over and let it cool down for a minute or two just because it was getting too hot. And you don't want to, I don't want to overheat this car. I don't want it to blow up because these engines are expensive and getting more expensive by the day. But when we got back, we met a guy who, he knows a lot about TD42s. I forgot to get his name, but he just checked for us, and our viscous fan is stuffed. No, not viscous fan, viscous hub and fan are stuffed. The fan's just old, brittle, which we knew we were going to replace, but because we haven't had any cars with a viscous hub before, we thought, you know, that it spun, it would just work properly, but there's supposed to be some resistance in there, and there was no resistance. So we know our viscous hub is stuffed, which is why there was no air, because when you're going uphill, full driving, you're going slow, there's no air coming through the radiator. When you're on the highway doing 110k an hour, there's a lot of air coming through the radiator. So we'll do a new viscous hub. I might do a video about it, might not, but it's just a process of elimination with this car to see if we can get it running cooler, and hopefully we will. Maybe get a turbo at some point, but turbo's in a year or two maybe. We'll see. But yeah, she's running hot. Check your viscous hub, check your coolant, do all that stuff. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. It was an awesome weekend out and just an awesome time. Back home, we've got plenty more videos to come. We've got the Zook build, as you can see there's that there, and then behind it there's a Volkswagen Beetle, so I might even do a series on that once the Zook's done. If I do any work on that, we'll see. So yeah, there's plenty more videos to come, so make sure you get subscribed. If you liked the video, go down, give it a thumbs up like this. If you disliked it, maybe leave a comment down below on any things you'd like me to improve on. I'm sure there are a few things I can improve on. So yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you in another one. Cheers.